Yo, what's going on, y'all? 805 Just here, the real Capri Sun, Mr. Cranberry Funk, the Prince of Patagonia, Commodore of the Coast Guard. I still got all my wisdom teeth, and on my birth certificate, it says Ventura, California. That is where I'm from. That's where I represent. Shout out to everybody up and down and all along the Central Coast in the 805 area. If you're here in California, West Coast, what up? Let's get right into it. Damon Dash is back at it, y'all. He's back at it again. He's back in the news. He's back going viral. Not surprised at all. Very entertaining. Let me tell you why. So for the last, I'd say, I don't know maybe four to 6 months, something like that. Dame Dash has been in the news off and on because he filed for bankruptcy. He's got a lot of lawsuits going on right now. Just business doesn't seem to be in the most positive space for him. And, for those of us who, have, been around or been involved in rap and, hip hop culture, even if, you're not from the East Coast or New York, you most likely are familiar with who Dame Dash is. Used to work with Jay-Z back in the day, had Rockefeller Records, had Rockefeller, the clothing line, a whole lot of business going on. Was putting out movies, all types of stuff. And just in the last few years, we haven't seen him operating at that same level as he did years before. Him and Jay-Z split, obviously. They haven't seemed to be friends for a while. Haven't done business together in a while. And Dame Dash is back in the news. He was he was in New York and made a stop at the Breakfast Club, the radio show in New York City. And the episode is crazy. That's all I'm going to say. The episode is bananas. I do think this is a business tactic that Dame is doing. I think because Dame seems to be in financial trouble and it seems to be pretty public, he's doing this to, not only go viral, but to get some more attention, to hopefully get some more business or be able to do some more business. He made a few different announcements on the Breakfast Club, on their radio show, which you can check out on their YouTube channel. And he sparred. He sparred. He made jokes at all the hosts, Charlamagne, DJ Envy. I think he pretty much left the women out of it, so he didn't really go at Lauren LaRosa or Jess Hilarious, but he went at it with DJ Envy and Charlamagne, and they were barking at each other, they were roasting each other, they were clowning each other. It was crazy. And I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all. It's funny. Because, obviously nothing too negative came out of it. These guys are, joking around and, calling each other names and, talking about each other's, lifestyles and backgrounds and all that. But it didn't seem to escalate to, an out of hand point. So I thought it was hilarious. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you will. The clips are circulating all over Twitter and on probably Instagram and Facebook by now as well. And I believe this interview will probably hit 1 million views. I think it's at maybe 600,000 or 700,000 already. So once it gets past, 500,000, it's bound to hit 1 million views. Now, I don't know how fast it will, but I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon that interview has over 1 million views on it. But super funny. Check it out if you have the time. I thoroughly laughed and thought it was hilarious. I think he was just up there to promote he's doing a lot of YouTube content, like a lot of us are. He's making YouTube videos and doing interviews and that type of thing. So I think that's why he was up there to promote that. I know he was giving out copies of I think his wife does children's books, pardon me, if I'm not mistaken. So he passed out a few kids' books. And then he passed out a record as well. I'm not familiar with the band or the group that he's promoting, but he was passing around, looked like some vinyl copies. But it's just funny, man. It's funny because, like I said, you you see people start their career one way, and then once they're no longer as famous or no longer, in the limelight, and they're not a superstar anymore, it's just interesting to see where people go. And Dame Dash is definitely on an interesting trip and journey right now. So I believe, like I said, this interview is going to go viral, and it may lead to more interviews. Him sitting down with other either, if not radio shows, podcasts. It sounds like he wants to go on the Joe Budden podcast. I saw him make an Instagram post about that. But yeah, man, just funny stuff. Very interesting. And if I laughed and y'all have a similar sense of humor that I do, I think you laugh as well, especially because Dame got to be 50 something, if I'm not mistaken. There's no way he's in his 40s. He's 50 something. So a 50 plus, year old man acting like this, he still acts basically the same way he acted, back when he was, a well-known figure and, very popular in the rap world and hip hop culture and as an executive and that type of thing. So anyway, shout out to y'all for checking out the video. Shout out to y'all that are subscribed to the channel. Like I said, I will be back in front of the camera soon, dealing with some computer stuff, life stuff, you know what I'm saying? Kids, family, all that. But as always, I appreciate y'all. If you're not subscribed to the channel, no pressure. Don't even worry about it. Just know we have a good time here. And you're more than welcome to, come and check back and see the content that I'm doing my best to release as often as possible. But thank y'all. And as always, peace.
The gigantic going out of business sale at Circuit City has reached the final days. Get total liquidation prices on absolutely everything, like 25% off notebook and desktop computers. Take a whopping 30% off all plasma TVs, digital camcorders, and digital cameras, including SLR. Save 40% on CDs and DVDs, software, phones, faxes, shredders, and more. Get 50% off all furniture, phone accessories, and select mobile audio. Don't wait until it's over. Shop now during the final days of the Circuit City going out of business sale.